Hey guys, if you've ever, like ever in your life, thought about confronting somebody for something they did, let me talk you out of it right now, okay? You need somebody to tell you the truth. Here's the thing. At least here's my take. And this has happened to me. Like this is like actual experience and this is what I think and this is what I've done. Like if you can really tell that somebody is really genuinely a piece of shit, like are you going to change them? Are you going to like change who they are as a person? Are you going to tell them like are you going to give them a pep talk or a TED talk or whatever it is about like why they have to be a good person, why they have to stop laughing at other people, why they have to have better values and they have to stop being racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, anti-Semitic, anti-everything, fat phobic, everything, ugly phobic, everything. Do you know what I mean? If you need to change the person because they've always acted this way, you don't need to talk. You don't need to talk to them or confront them about it. You know what I mean? Like if you know that the person is a good person and that they're reasonable, you know what I mean? And you can talk to them and say, "Hey, listen, like this thing that you did like really hurt me and I'm really upset by it and I'm really disappointed, whatever." Like and you really think that person is like worth being in your life or whatever and you know that they would understand and they would be like, "Oh shit, that is so true. Oh my god, shit, I didn't realize I did that to you. I'm sorry." Like if you think that person is like that, okay, but if it's not the case, no. You know what I mean? I've had friends who were shit to me for a while. You know what I mean? Like they laughed at me in my face. They said that I didn't provide or didn't, like I didn't bring anything to the group. You know what I mean? Even though I've been helpful, I've been caring, and I've been supportive the whole time. You know what I mean? At least I wasn't like, at least I wasn't how do you say like fucking around. You know what I mean? Like at least I wasn't fucking with their mental health. You know what I mean? Like I've been invalidated by them. I've been mocked by them. I've been disrespected. I've been treated by them as if I was a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm the one who doesn't provide anything to the group because I'm quiet, because I don't agree with them with like it and anything. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point where you realize like I have nothing in common with these people. We have absolutely nothing in common. They're constantly talking about like I don't know. They're kind of like 13-year-olds in the sense of like they're always like ha 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 like titties and ass cheeks and butthole and penis and pussy and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like they're always like and you know what I mean? Like it's 13-year-old like type of humor. You know what I mean? And I'm like, listen, if you're gonna make dirty jokes, I don't have any prejudice against it. I'm not a prude or anything, but make jokes that are, make jokes that have like substance. You know what I mean? Like I like the cupcake like memes and shit like that, but you guys saying pussy, I'm not gonna laugh because you said pussy. Well, pussy's kind of a funny word, but like if you say ass, I'm not gonna be like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like. I realized that we really had nothing in common. Like the humor was not even that similar, and they were really just shit to me. So you know what I mean? Like they've done things to me, and I'm not gonna confront them about it. I'm not gonna confront them and tell them like, hey, this is what you did and this was wrong, and I'm disappointed and I, whatever. What do you think they're gonna apologize? Like knowing them, they're gonna be like, no, we never did that. We never left it you in your face. Nobody ever said you didn't provide anything to the group. Nobody ever did this to you. Nobody ever said this. Nobody ever invalidated you or anything. Nobody was whatever. You know what I mean? They're gonna deny everything because that's what people do usually, especially when they're like that. There's not even I don't even think there's an adjective or an adjective whatever to describe that. You know what I mean? Like if you know these people are shit, cut them off. You don't need them in your life. Because I have a friend who has a friend who started ignoring her completely. And I think I talked about this before. Yeah, I have. I have. And she was confronting him about it, confronting him about it, confronting him about it. And it's like, even I was getting tired, but I didn't want to tell her because I'm like here to listen to her and support her. You know what I mean? But it's like, you don't need, like, listen, if the person, like, also, like, that guy had done it before. Like, there was another time where he completely ignored her and everybody because he was hanging out with somebody else. That's it. He dumped everybody for one person. And now he's doing the same thing. If he did it once and you forgave the person, okay, you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I think I'm repeating myself. I think I said this in that other video, but the thing is like you're not going to change the person. If they have done it to you before, they're going to do it again. And if they know, I mean, like if you know they're going to do it again, like if you get this feeling that they're going to do it again, you know what I mean? Like for instance, my friends, like the ones that I don't hang out with anymore, there was a point where you know, and my friends, like these friends are involved. Like I have friends who I'm not hanging out with anymore, and I have friends who I still hang out with, and we're the three of us are hanging out. We're not really hanging out with them anymore. Well, one of us is, because she believes that there's kindness and beauty to every person, but some people are just shit. Let's be fucking real. But anyway, and she decides to keep hanging out with them, but they don't really invite her to shit, and that's why she doesn't know. But anyway, um, so this other friend was confronted about it, and there was a friend of ours, ex-friend of ours, or former friend of ours, who was like, "Hey, do you want to talk about this? Like, we haven't talked in a while, we haven't hung out, whatever. Like, I want to talk about this. You know what I mean? Like, I want like things to go back to normal, whatever. Even though he did things, you know what I mean? Like, they were actually, we were actually the, I don't like saying like victim and victimizer. Like, I don't like to say that, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, they were the ones that did something to us. Like, we didn't do anything to them. But anyway, he was like, he wanted to confront her about it, and be like, hey, listen, I'm so sorry, and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I love you so much. And it's like, you don't love me, you did that shit. Um, and she, I mean, they had a conversation about it, and she shared it with us, but it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I was also confronted by this friend. He was like, hey, you know what? I don't know if he mentioned that he talked to my other friend as well. And he was like, hey, you know what? I wanted to talk about this. Like, I, yeah, like, I feel like we should talk about, like, what happened and stuff like that. I told him I was busy and I didn't have time or whatever, like, maybe another day. Because I didn't want to be like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be like, no, I don't want to talk about it ever. So, like, forget about me. I didn't want to tell him that because I didn't want him to think that it's like, okay, it's over. Because I don't want to, like, I don't want it to be a war, if that makes sense. But I was like, yeah, but I'm really busy right now. But like, I mean, yeah, maybe later in another moment. And he was like, oh yeah, sure, whenever you want. I think he got the memo. I think he understood I just don't want to talk about it. I just won't talk. I won't talk to you about it. Like, if you did something to me, and I know you might do it again, and I know that you did it without like thinking that you did something bad to me. Like, if I know you're genuinely a dickhead, you know what I mean? Like, you're an asshole. Like, well, dickhead is more like stupid. But if I know that you're an asshole, you're a piece of shit, and you really didn't value me as a friend, and you proved to me that you didn't value me as a friend, I'm not even going to confront you about it. I'm not even going to waste my time confronting you about it. I'm not going to, I feel like I'm degrading myself as a person if I tell you, like, hey, you know what? I think we should talk about this. Like, this is what you did to me. If they did shit to me, they should be the ones to approach me and tell me they're sorry and maybe want to talk about it to fix things. Why should I, like, if I was the one that was done things to, why should I be the one to tell them, like, hey, we should talk? Like, if let's say it was a relationship and he was my boyfriend, it's like, okay, he did things to me and I think we can fix it. It's like, okay, let's talk about it. But if he did things to me and I know that he's gonna do it again, because I'm just, I know how he is, and I'm like, you know what, I really got to know him well in this relationship, and I'm really just sick of him, and I know that he's gonna do it again, and I know he's not gonna change. So the only thing we would talk about is, hey, listen, you know what, I thought about this a lot and it's over. I don't think we should be seeing each other anymore. That's it. That's the only thing you should say to the person. But when it's a friend, what are you gonna say? Like, we're not friends anymore. There's more of a contract when you're dating someone. You have to know when it's over, right? But when it's a friendship, you can just tell them to go fuck themselves without telling them, really. So, yeah. And so I wouldn't confront the person about it because it's like I'm degrading myself. Like, I was, let's say, the victim, and I'm the one who's gonna confront them about it. Like, hey, you did things to me. I don't want you to be so mean to me. I want you to stop laughing at me. I want you to stop invalidating me. I want you to stop talking shit about me behind my back. I want you to stop saying that I'm stupid behind my back. I want you to stop treating me like I'm a fucking idiot in front of me and talking to me like babying me. If they do all of that shit, they're probably going to do it again. And they're not going to want to be confronted by you for that. They're going to deny it. They're going to be like, I don't treat you like you're a fucking idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? They would even act. They would act like they're offended. Like, what are you talking about? Like, when did I say that? Like, when did I do that? When did I talk to you as if you were a baby? When did I invalidate you? When did I raise my voice to you? When did I do that? This time, this time, this other time, this other time. That never happened. I don't remember that. That never happened. You are fucking out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind. You know what I mean? Like, they would blow up. Not blow up, but like they would explode. Do you know what I mean? Some people are just not worth it, and you have to understand that. You have to understand that not everybody is a good person. Matter of fact, a lot of people in the world are a bad person. Like, I wouldn't even claim to be a good person either. Do you know what I mean? Like, who is anybody to claim, like, I'm a good person? Like, okay, prove it. And also, like, if you really are a good person, like, you think a good person would be like, I'm a good person. I do this and I do this and I help people and I'm nice and and I've never this and I've never that. That doesn't give you points. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's important to be a good person, but it doesn't give you points. Anyway, what I was saying is that people can do shit to you without you having done anything to them. You have to understand that. You don't have to have done anything to somebody for them to wrong you or to do you wrong. Whatever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you just heard that. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so I don't even know what I was talking about. Yeah, like, you don't even have to be a bad person. You don't even have to start it. Somebody can just, like, start treating you like shit for no fucking reason. And that's it. You know what I mean? And they're not always going to apologize. Like, if they realize and they're like, oh, I went too far. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Oh my god, I've been mean to you this whole time. I didn't know. Like, I was going through something and I, like, my way of letting go was by treating you like shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm realizing just now. If that person had, like, some sort of awakening, that would be rare, but I don't fucking know. I haven't had all of the human experiences, right? But what I'm saying is that normally they're not even going to apologize. Like, this friend of mine who keeps wanting to hang out with these people, like, she was also done wrong by, oh my god, these expressions are so complicated. She was also wronged by this other fucking guy that she liked. And she was like, no, but I deserve an apology. Oh, girlie, of course you deserve an apology because he did shit to you. But it's like, that doesn't mean he's going to do it. Just because somebody wronged you doesn't mean they're going to apologize. We have to understand that people are not going to apologize. They don't have to. There isn't a legal contract that says, like, you owe me a fucking apology. No. There's receivables and payables in fucking accounting, but there's never, like, apology, receivables, and payables. That shit does not exist. You know what I mean? Like, they are free to apologize or not if they want. And you are free to forgive them about it or not. And you're free to keep hanging out with them or not. And they are free to dump you or to keep wronging you or not. You know what I mean? You decide what you want to do with these fucking people. You know what I mean? And I decide to cut somebody off if they're a piece of shit to me. I don't care if they're nice to other people. If they do me wrong, I don't give a fuck if they're, I don't know, Mother Teresa with everybody else. I don't care if they do, what is it? I was going to say therapy. No, philanthropy. Therapy. I don't care if they do therapy, philanthropy. I don't fucking care. I don't care if they give money to homeless people on the street every fucking time. I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, people are not necessarily going to apologize. It's actually rare if they do. You know what I mean? If they're a bad person, it's rare if they do. And if they do, they probably want to keep wronging you. And so they apologize and they love bomb you, or I'm a good person bomb you, so that they can keep doing that shit to you. You know what I mean? People don't have to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be mean for people to be mean. They don't have to apologize. You know what I mean? And you don't have to confront them about it. You know what I mean? Like, you never know how they're going to react. Like, do you think they're going to be like, oh my god, yes, I wronged you. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I owe you a coffee. I'm going to be a saint from now on. Are you serious? The story doesn't go like that. Sorry to burst your bubble, but this is the real world. People don't do that shit. No. And if they seem like way too nice when they apologize, they might be acting up or just acting to do that shit to you again and traumatize you again. So yeah, I wouldn't confront people about things. Just cut them off. Just don't waste your fucking time and energy with people that have wronged you and they've done it many times. And you deep down know they're going to do it again. Because they're not going to change. You know what I mean? Like, people can change, but a lot of the times, like, their main, like, personality traits are still going to be there their whole lives. You know what I mean? Like, their character, how passionate they are or not. Like, that's always going to be there. And I think their values, probably deep down, they're always going to be there. Their values are most probably not going to change. People are very, like, values, like, driven, if that makes sense. And a lot of people don't, like, change their values for anything. Even if they know that they're wrong. But just for the sake of not changing their mind and seeming cool, like, I don't change my mind, they're not going to change their values. So, yeah, don't expect apologies from people, and don't degrade yourself by confronting them about it, especially if they wronged you. You should ghost them and be like, you know what? Not wasting my time and energy. I'm going to tell you something. I got a huge weight off my chest. I felt even lightweight. You know what I mean? Like, I feel so much better. I feel so much more fresh now that these toxic people are out of my life. Like, I feel so fucking fresh. Like, I remember all the situations where they did bullshit, they said bullshit, where I realized like we had nothing in common, when I realized they were really mean girls and they were really bullies, because they were bullies. And to everyone else, and then they started to be bullies intra group, if that makes sense. And I remember some of those moments, and I'm like, I mean, we had good moments, let's be honest. Like, I cherish those moments, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy that this happened because I learned a lot, and the good moments were really good, but the bad moments were bad. And every time I remember, I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not hanging out with these people anymore. Thank God I am finally free. I can say that I don't have to see them every day again. I don't have to like go to school or class or whatever, and I have to, endure their bullshit. So yeah, you're gonna feel so much better when these people are out of your life. You're gonna feel so much peace. Maybe it'll take, if you're somebody who like doesn't like to cut friends off, or if you're somebody who like really 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 values friendships, even if your friends are shit, like it's gonna take a while, but one day you're gonna realize like, hey, like I am in a much better place right now. And sometimes being alone and having no friends, or having less friends, is better than having a lot of friends, or having this like group of friends that is like very from like a long time ago, but it's shit, you know? So, yeah, that's basically everything I wanted to say. So, yeah, have dignity, have confidence in yourself, and cut people off if you need to. So, yeah, bye.